Today's video takes place right before during market open, and I was going over my daily bias for some of you just to see my thoughts. I have struggled with daily biases in the past, and today was no different, where I don't know the markets as well as like a professional, so I'm trying my best to develop that. And what I struggle with having a daily bias is, like today I was looking for shorts because I thought the market was going to go lower. So I go right in looking for opportunities to go short, and it was prematurely today. So my very first trade was a red trade, which then affected my second trade. Obviously, you could tell from the thumbnail we did on green. However, we could have made a crap load of money on this account, as you'll see from these trades. And my daily bias was right, and the market did go directly to one of my target like zones or areas or whatever. I just messed up the entry and got in at the wrong time instead of waiting for the market to tell me when it was ready to go there. I mean, making money and learning a lesson like that is a double win for me. It does kind of suck because I feel like I almost was like deserving of the trade I took, because I believe it was the silver bullet trade. It was just like 5 minutes too early. There was another entry at the right time, and whatever, you'll see in the video. Let me know how you guys did, and we're gonna start off the video right where I'm talking about my daily bias. So appreciate you guys watching, and talk to you all in the comments. I believe we're gonna look for shorts today. A couple of reasons. This is the daily chart. As you can see, Thursday, Friday, we ripped up. We have a fair value gap, which I'm expecting to go in and trade back in here maybe for a couple days. We are also opening up at the bottom of the new week opening gap. So these two lines indicate the close on Friday from the open yesterday. We did go up and then trade into this yesterday, but with all this empty space down here, kind of expecting some retracement of that, but we'll just have to wait and see. We can change our opinion as the day moves on, and just go from there, I guess. We could potentially, over the course of a couple days, go in and retrace this, maybe even go back down and touch this gap from last week. Just maybe one last time, and then continue to rip up. I don't know. But on the daily, we came up to 570-ish yesterday, which was right inside of this. I believe this is an order block. So it's a bullish candle the day before that started this huge move down. So in ICT terms, I believe that is when, like, you know, smart money people are loading up on orders and then just distributing them all the way down. So it was back in May 2022, but we came up inside of that and shifted down yesterday. And that's where it leaves us today. And we have market open right now, so let's see what we can get. And while I was recording that introduction, that was a short I wanted to take in the 50s with a stop up 68. Nice little pump up real quick, and then fake everyone out in return. And I go for it. Keep that stop there. Target these lows at least. Potentially 290-ish. right up into this gap. Stop would be at 70-ish. Touching that gap and maybe get the push down. Possibly targeting these lows back here, or maybe this gap. These lows would be nice though. This is why I don't think I should be having a daily bias going into the day, because then I'm going to look for opportunities to short when they may not be there. I'm just trying to find stuff that match my thought process. Clearly we're going to come up and possibly take out some of these stops, maybe, if we are going to go to the downside. But I need to just stick with my just looking for the setup and letting it tell me which direction we're going. There's a little fair value gap right here at open. Taking out these highs, came back and tested it. Would be up 40 points right now just taking that right there, versus ignoring it and taking a trade that I think is based off my daily bias, because then if I'm wrong, this is what happens. Well, the high of the new week opening gap is right here at like 396-ish, so I think this is a good time to look for some shorts. There's our gap, taking out a swing low. We need to come up and touch it though. Are you serious? I'd really like the next draw on liquidity to be down here. I believe that's news right now. It's a little dangerous. I'm gonna take a couple off here. That's at my 20 points that I like to see. Roughly, I got like 18, got filled at 18. On our 15-minute, we do have a fair value gap, but I mean, it didn't really break through. I mean, it did go through above these highs, but with that wick, that makes me think that we were just taking stops out and then gonna get a reversal. I'm gonna just move these to break even though. Maybe we'll leave one up here. We're making lows. We tapped it. Are you kidding? We tap them. We literally tap those and then start going down. Now I have to fight the urge to add on to this. I'm not going to. I'm just going to see what plays out. But this is a result of me not trusting the trade and not having patience. We never went into the red on the trade. I could still be in all 5 right now. Maybe we'll get another fair value gap to the downside that we can... No, we're not doing that. Need another new low. I'm gonna just take that, retracing this gap about 50%. I could see us turning around. We could also keep going. So had I had a little more patience, 5 contracts at 30 points would have been nice. But I just couldn't do it. Maybe if that was our first trade of the day, but after taking this, I just couldn't hold on. Our 5 minute, we took out these stops, ran up, took out these stops, quick retrace down. Maybe interested in getting in, we create a fair value gap up here. There's no swing lows that were taken out. I really do think we come down here below 14,300. So on our 2 minute, got a fair value gap here, and one back in where we were in a trade. See how this reacts with this one, and could potentially get in one up here if we come back up to 60. I highly doubt we come up to that one. I don't like this one. I'm just taking it. And target that 90s level. This swing low down here. I'm gonna watch on the 15 minute back in this area. And we really could have held on to that trade the whole time. Got in at 90 and the highest it went was 93. 3 points of drawdown. Be up almost 100 points right now. Hard to not watch the money up here. Really want to see 294 though. We got 295. I wasn't even paying attention because I was worried about adding those. We could keep going. That was my target since the very first trade we took. God damn. This trade at 294 was my target. Little did I know that we were going to have a much better target way up here. Could have got 100 points out of it. No drawdown. And if we look at what time that one was entered, that was at 9:56. There was an entry after 10 a.m. So that was most likely the silver bullet trade. Just got in. We did get in too early here, although it would have worked out. And this one back here was just, it wasn't anything. I was kind of chasing the trade that I had yesterday because I had one right at market open where we had like a little push up and then into a fair value gap and I shorted it, and then I could have held on all day and I didn't. Kind of expecting that to happen today. Obviously that didn't work, but we stuck with our stop loss and we were able to recover from that. This would have been incredible if I shorted from up here. Well, I did short from up here. It would have been incredible if we held on to it the whole time. But we had another nice little entry opportunity and came down to our target. I'm going to end it there. 3 trades is too many for me. I wanted to only do one. These two help build my confidence, though. I think if this second trade was our first trade of the day, had I waited, I believe we could have held on to this, at least moving our stops, and we probably could have withstood that and potentially grabbed it all the way down to at least there. That's at least like 50, 60 points. I don't know if I would have waited to go all the way down to 295-ish. But on this first trade, I had my stop where it needed to be, and I was fine taking the heat on it, obviously, because we got stopped out. This one, if I would have just waited until 10 for the silver bullet strategy, probably would have been able to capture most of this move. But it's all good. At least we're ending green. That's like my main concern right now. Even though I voice that my main concern is sticking to my strategy, which is what we're doing. I don't like having red days. I can't help it. I don't like it. I hate being wrong, and I hate having losing trades, and I don't want to end the day red. I also am going to avoid like tilting and over trading, but I think it's safe to, if I'm sticking with the plan, if I start off red, I can take 1 or 2 more trades and try to end the day green, especially when the trades are only risking 10 points, like this first one, or sorry, the second one was only risking 10 points. This one I probably would have taken a little more heat on than I wanted, to be honest, because there was 2 fair value gaps. But is what it is. Look, we're just gonna, this could keep going, but I'm not gonna try to capture anymore. This right here, I believe, was the silver bullet trade at 10 a.m. and could have rode that for 100 points. So if you guys follow ICT, let me know if you guys got that or not. And you can roast me for this disaster right here. You guys have a good one, and I'll see you all later.